Hey guys, welcome. This is my tutorial video on how to check your oil. With older cars, if you want them to last a long time and go hundreds of thousands of miles, you need to make sure you're staying up on your basic maintenance. And even if you're not a car person or you don't understand very much about cars, checking your oil is something that anybody can do. It's really easy and only takes just maybe even 30 seconds once you know what to look for. Now, before we get into checking how much oil's in your engine, I do want to just explain why it's important to have oil in your engine. Oil is what keeps everything inside your engine moving without creating a lot of heat and friction. There's a lot of internal parts inside your engine, and quite often those parts, if not properly lubricated, can cause major issues, even engine failure, which might result in you just being better off in buying a new car. While older cars have a tendency, in some cases, to burn a little extra oil, so you need to be sure that you're staying up on top on how much oil is in your car. So let me show you how to do that. The first thing that you'll need to do in checking your oil is, usually in most cars, on the driver's side, there's going to be a little lever, a couple of them actually. You might see some that look like this. Notice one's for the trunk, one is for the gas. However, if you look further up into the footwell, you'll see another one that has a hood popped up on this little car icon. You'll want to pull that. Pulling that will release the hood, which is where you'll be checking your oil. And you'll hear a sound like that. You'll notice now, if you're looking closely, if you look down where the hood meets the rest of the car, it's popped up a little bit. This is usually an indicator that your hood release latch is worked and that it's loose and ready for you to be pulled up. Now, as you move to the center of your hood and you slip your fingers underneath, you'll probably feel your way around in there, and you'll feel a little lever that if you press on it, it's spring-loaded. You'll hear some sort of sound like that, and it'll spring back. You'll want to pull on that to release the hood. I'm going to push on that lever, which releases the hood. The hood is really quite heavy, and so you'll want to find what looks like just a rod that'll rotate. You stick it in one of these holes, which will hold your hood up. Once you've popped your hood up, you'll see your engine. This is your engine bay, and there's a lot of different things in there. Don't feel overwhelmed. Checking your oil is very easy. Usually at the front of most engines, you'll find a little hole that looks like it goes down into the engine. You can see it here on mine. And there's a tiny little, almost looks like a cane sticking out of there. That's called your dipstick. That's what you'll pull out to check your engine. That dipstick goes down into the engine to sort of a well where oil's held. That dipstick, once you pull it out, and I'll show you this, will give you the amount of oil that's in your engine right now. For this part, when you pull out the dipstick, you'll want to be sure to have some paper towels handy. So pull out the dipstick. And you'll want to wipe off the dipstick. Just make it clean, okay? Then you're going to stick it back in the hole. All the way down, and then you pull it back out. And that'll show you where your oil level is. To make sure you have enough oil, you'll want to make sure that the oil is showing at least, well, between these two dots. As you can see here, you can see that the oil is up to the top of the second dot, which means there's plenty of oil. The oil was just changed in this engine, so I'm not surprised. If it's below that bottom dot, you'll want to make sure to add oil and probably take it into the shop or change the oil yourself just as soon as possible.